So let's look at some take-home points. The autonomy that the federating unit lost, that is the enslavement of the indigenous peoples, which has occurred over 110 years ago. It created ungoverned and ungovernable spaces in our indigenous continent. We see that every time we turn around, terrorism is growing. They will tell us they will bring their Western instruments to help us to combat the terrorism. Instead of combating it, is growing even more, even with all their so-called foreign equipments. Constitution is a shared value or guiding principle, written or unwritten. The Constitution is supposed to guide how the spaces are governed, how you're supposed to move on as a unit if you guys are a unit. It's not something that's supposed to enslave you. It's not something that Hollywood people are supposed to be paid for them to tell you to go and vote in an election. It's not something that Obama will come and do an ad and tell you Nigerians to go and vote. Because if it was set up the right way, if it was the republic that it's supposed to be, we wouldn't need anyone to coerce us into voting. A constitution is like unwritten, is like unwritten cultures, the do's and don'ts of indigenous peoples. We know how to handle our in and outs. We have solutions for every problems that we could incur as a society. A constitution is also discussed and agreed upon. So it's not something people will go into a hotel room and write with their girlfriends after they are drunk. And it's not something that Britain, the criminal enterprise in Britain, should be handing down to you guys to impose on your people. Even our ancestors discuss this constitutional arrangement and agree upon them before we arrive on our ancestral lands.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, it's our culture. That culture that you practice as an indigenous person is an unwritten constitution. You're already doing it. So when we hear constitution, let's don't go and think that is one man, white man, that is bringing the idea. We, the indigenous people that had kingdoms, we were kingdom builders. We had kingdoms. We had nations. We had our constitution. So, like my sister said, constitution can, whether written or unwritten, the people will sit down, agree on it, discuss it. That's how it is. So we have been doing it. There's nothing new. Sorry, I just said, let me add what I'm doing.
There is nothing new at all. Our ancestors, like I mentioned before, they have portions for the male, they have portions for the women, they have portions for the children. We have portions for our animals as well. So nobody was left unattended to. And with our unwritten constitution, we've been doing amendments as time goes on because our culture is supposed to serve us, not us serving our culture, right? So everything that we're doing is supposed to benefit the humanity at that time. We could be doing things like, certain things that we should be doing during the rainy season, but with the climate change, we can make a little minor adjustment here and there to accommodate that. Because at the end of the day, we want everything that we have to serve our purpose. So what can be done in the community? What cannot be done in the community? Who does what, how, and when is all in this constitutional arrangement. So it's nothing new. For those of you waiting for Britain to give it to you, it's nothing new. Our ancestors had it going before it was interrupted by the colonial terrorists. But you, the so-called one Nigerians, you guys are imposing yourself on the indigenous peoples. We understand that you were appointed, you're a puppet. How much of the designer suits are you going to buy? How much of the designer diamond bra are you going to buy? All our people want to do is to live life with dignity. We are not asking to go buy a private jet. We are not asking to go on vacation to Dubai. We're saying, can we be safe in our hot houses? Can our children go to school, come back and go to the farm with us and be able to find food to eat at night? So currently in our constitution, we have not discussed it.
No.
It was imposed on us.
Yep.
So we do not have a union.
Okay.
For those of you confused about how are we going to do this, we do not have a union. You are promoting a colonial instrument.
Yes.
the instrument that is against your progress, that is against you, the instrument that have made it so hard for those of us in diaspora that you have to leave the land where your umbilical cords are buried to run away to somewhere else. It's all by design. And there's a way out. So for those of you in Abuja, political parties, church leaders, wasting our times, telling us that you're praying to build a nation building conference or whatever you guys are doing, you are really, really wasting our time.
Yep.
If you care about the people, if you have any decency left in you after all you have stolen from the people, you should be pushing for these new constitutional protocols.
Exactly.
It's not that hard.
Nope.
But the good news, though, is that we, the people, do not need to beg them to take back our properties.
Yep.
Because if we understand what we need to do, we do not need to beg them. They are only that part of the stakeholders. This is our land. This is our land. Okunu, you guys were sitting there thinking something is going to happen in Niger, this and this, when they kick France out. 1 year has elapsed.
Okay.
World without end. The economy has improved somewhat.
Exactly.
I heard the other day that Elon Musk turned on the Starlink for them to be getting good internet and good monitoring or whatever else that Starlink does.
Investors will come. If your land is stable, if you fix the land, make this available, investors will come. You don't need to go with Babi and La Plate and begging them, please, now investors come. Davido, please don't say anything bad. Let investors come. You are fooling yourself. Stop fooling yourself.
It's a matter of life and death, my people. We warned you guys that things will be worse, 10 times worse. Some people say it's not 10 times worse. I saw a woman, she said it's 1 billion times worse. Actually, it makes sense when you think about how much dollar has fallen. It makes sense to round it up to 1 billion plus.
Yep.
So where are we with Nina's proposal? Implementation / operationalization.
Yep. We are moving forward.
It's not that complicated. Again, for those of you that are scholars, please go and interrogate the information.
Yes.
See if it makes sense. Gather your so-called scholarly committees and go through the process. And if you have anything better to offer, please, by all means necessary, bring it to everybody's attention. But I know you guys lack the capacity. You need discipline to do this work. The English speaking ain't gonna do it. If you like, write dissertation for the biggest dissertation proposal. If you are not disciplined, you cannot do this work. So let's look at the Nina's take-home points so we can call it a day. Our 5-point Nina's proposition, which the first one says acknowledgement of the constitutional grievances that we raise in this dispute and express commitment to decommission the imposed fraudulent unitary constitution. To number 3, the express commitment to suspend any national election under 1999 constitution, because as we are telling you, those that are benefiting from the way Nigeria is out there telling you to come and vote again to prepare for 2027. Your brother, your sent brother, is planning to run again to drag you even further down into your damnation. The untenable outcome of 2023 presidential election must now be transformed into immediate transitioning for reworking the damaged constitutional basis of Nigeria. Some of us are confused, thinking, oh, we don't want the Senate to run. No. We are saying, let's do the right things first. Let's set up the right atmosphere, and anybody can run. We're not trying to run your space for you, but we are saying we cannot continue to live in a place that is not moving forward. It's not fair to our children. It's not fair for even us that are currently in this situation. Number 4, constituent peoples of Nigeria to work out the modalities for transitioning. And number 5, announcement of a time-bound 2-stage transitioning commenced with regional referendums for constituent components to recommit or opt out of the Nigerian. This is too much English. So basically what he's saying is that we do this in a 2-stage period. You give people the choice to do a regional referendum to decide, hey, do I want to continue to be in this fake union, or do I want to opt out of the union? And then if we decide, yes, I want to, So depending on the outcome of that referendum, then from there, we'll move on with what we need to do next. So basically what we're saying in all of this, in a nutshell, do not go for any national election, because we know that 1999 Constitution will not allow us to move forward.
That do not allow them to organize it. Do not allow them to prepare for it. So it's not boycott, we're saying. Stop the machine that is moving.
Stop the machine that is moving. So all we're saying is that we need a new constitutional protocols so that we can decide who we are, so we can have respect and dignity for our people, so we can work together and say, oh, these are the things that we want. And if we don't want, it's okay. I'm okay with my Yoruba people being on the other side. When I see them on the road, I will say, hey, brother, it's okay. It's okay. All these European countries, none of them will start 6 million. There was one I was watching the other day. He said the country of 6. I said 6 million. They allow 6 million people to be a country. You see that all these things are designed. And then when you talk, they will tell you, oh, you're tribalistic when you are over 100 million people. They will bamboozle you to telling you you're tribalistic. Whereas their own people, 6 million people, is a country. There's no need for us to continue to shed blood in our land. There's no need for us to continue to go backwards. We can at least move forward for the sake of our children. So we are saying for transition now. You can see, according to the new NINA's protocol, we have repudiated the 1999 Constitution. We have done with the constitutional force majeure. And what we're asking our people is to key into transition so that nobody will bamboozle you into election. Oh my God, I like that. You must key into transition so that nobody will bamboozle you into election.
Yep.
All right, so transition now. Here are our announcements. Our sister Ndidi is always online on Clubhouse and Spotify, teaching our people more and more. These are the things I listen to them when I'm driving to work, when I'm cooking in the kitchen, so make time out to listen to these things. Let's stop wasting our things on things that will not allow us to learn more. And it's not learning more to go and learn about Ndozo. We have a problem at hand, so we cannot be watching documentaries that are serving the purpose of others. We need to be watching things that will allow us to understand the current situation that we have on hand and how we can mitigate that problem. And here is our campaign. Again, we are thanking our brothers and sisters. Those doing, one of the brothers called me. He started making this T-shirt on his own. I said, brother, good for you. Good for you. It's okay. It's not for us. We just want people to be okay with who they are. We don't want to be what the colonial terrorists reduce us to. We don't want them to say, oh, you are an Igbo man. Oh, you're tribalistic. No. Those days are gone.
Gone. Our brother Obi Ugwoma, he said that Norway, that there are just 5 million. 5 million people.
Oh.
Okay.
So don't let anybody bamboozle you into being a tribe. You're not a tribe, my dear. You're a nation.
Nation.
Okay. Because
you're a nation.
The Norwegian will tell you, I'm Scottish. Yes. I'm British. I'm this. But you see, Igbo. Ha! Tribalistic. Oh, yes,
that's the colonial master. It's your nation. We are not afraid to say those words.
So it's okay. Brothers and sisters, you can do so in your neck of the woods. Encourage your people to be proud of who they are. Nobody should feel like if I see anyone wearing proudly Yoruba, it will not bother me. It will make me know that you have woken up. I will give you thumbs up.
Exactly.
It will make me know that you are alive and well, that you got it. You're decolonized.
Yes.
We want to be able to see our brothers and sisters claiming who they are in the originality. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. And we're okay with that.
Yes.
We will not feel any kind of way.
No.
By pretending to be what? Yeah, I cannot go in Nigeria. A major geographical location that you set up for enterprise. I will leave my Igbo-ness and start identifying as your business enterprise. Are you mad?
Imagine. They are mad. They are.
All right. In the interest of time, please. Like I said, this work is not done by spirits. I know you guys believe in spirits. I know those one who that doesn't listen. That's in TK man. The last time he checked, it doesn't work. So
Mm-hmm.
you need resources to continue this work. And here is this information here. And we want to thank you for your time. We appreciate you. Like we keep reminding you guys, you're a stakeholder in what we're doing.
Yes.
We are not asking to take what doesn't belong to us. All we're asking is for dignity for our people.
Yes.
Mm? We are asking to be treated like humans. Keep your words. We are asking to be treated like humans. What will stop this world from being a better place when if I'm able to afford things, you come to my house, I host you, we're happy, you go about your business. Why do we have to keep stealing from each other and causing war when it's not needed and spilling blood when it's not needed? Why when we have enough to go around?
Yes.
So these are the ways, the social media platforms that you can follow us on. Continue to share this program. Until next week, brothers and sisters, we shall return. You take care. May the good Lord continue to take care of you. Continue to share. I'm going to send this PowerPoint in the UN. Maybe they will get one or two things out of it. All right, brothers and sisters. Bye-bye.
Bye.